You know it's a good day when this gets delivered to your front door. What's up guys, Steve again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Here we have the 1/16 scale German King Tiger from Henlong. Now this is definitely my favourite tank of all time. Not because I think it looks the best, but it definitely did pack a punch. Had 88mm gun in there, V12 Maybach engine, nearly I think around about 700 horsepower. Not too many were built, only about 489, but that was because it came near 1944, so near the end of the war. Beautiful design tank, I love it. Let's have a quick look around the box. If you're interested in this, links will be down below. It's purchased from Sterling Kits, so go check it out. And the good thing about this one, it does come in different varieties, but this is the promotional MS version, so it's got a drive gearbox which is all steel gears, so not the zinc gears, steel tracks and steel idler and drive wheels, so pretty nice. I must admit, the packaging for Henlong has come a long way as well. It looks really good. Now the controller, that looks heaps better nowadays. It's 2.4 gigahertz, and it's also the new 7.0 version as well. So it gives you all the directions of what you need to do and all that kind of cool stuff. Around the back gives you a description of the tank. Really nice little setup here. Tells you everything is. The muzzled 88mm gun, 7.2mm machine gun over there. Nice description if you want to know more about the tank itself. And also gives you a description there of a little spiel about the King Tiger. You can pause it if you want and read that. Let's get into this box and see what you get. Alright, there we go. That's a sick looking camo scheme there as well. So this is what you get when you open it up. You get your accessories that you can put on if you want. That gives you like your tow ropes or your hubs for your center of your wheels and all that kind of cool stuff there. As you can see, there is the metal tracks. But yeah, you can put all that on if you want. You know, that's why all these little holes are there. It's kind of like just a friction push fit, and they stay in there pretty well. Here's our 2.4 gigahertz controller. Nice. Our box of goodies. This has got your additional parts as well. Check out this. Get your commander there. You can paint him up as you wish. I believe that's your jack. Spare tracks. Now these aren't metal tracks, but they're the ones that I think they can be spared as well, but there are certain ones that go onto the side here for additional detail as well. We also get a box of bullets there. Check out them. They're 6mm little plastic bullets, and they work fairly well. They go pretty hard too, especially these newer tanks. And here we have, this looks like the IR setup, so if you want to battle with another tank you can. Bottle for the smoke system. Now these are metal caps for the drive wheel and the idler, and you have plastic caps for the road wheels there. Now further down we have a little USB charger for the battery, and the battery here itself, you know, this is smaller than compared, or actual size wise, 7.4 volt 1800 milliamp hour battery. You also get an instruction manual and a little target practice there, and also decals if you want to add them yourself, but gives everything you want. There's a Porsche turret and came in two varieties, so the Porsche, but the Henschel one, it looks the best in my opinion. Just check out that, really nice. So I'll get the tank out of there and we'll have a closer look. Okay, before I show you everything on the outside, I thought I want to show you what's actually in these tanks. Now pretty simple, there's 8 screws, 2, 4, 6 and 1 on each side under this, near the back of these tracks. Once you undo those, you just lift it off carefully because there are some wires attached. And there we go there. So that's inside of an RC tank. Now, they're all very similar. Now, quickly go through what we have here. You have your left and right gearboxes, and these are the upgraded ones. They have steel gears. You can get another version, which obviously is, I think, plastic or nylon, and then one with zinc gears. But you want to get the one with black metal gears, and they are the ones. Now, I've also noticed that they've changed these gearboxes a bit. I haven't had a tank since the T34 there, but that has the zinc ones. Yeah, they've got these covers on them, so that's cool. So there you have your left and right motor. You have your speaker. Here is your new, well, this is your kind of your brains. This is the motherboard, so it's a TK 7.0. I know there is a 7.1 now as well, so I'm not too sure about the differences, but I'm sure they are. I know there's a big difference compared to the older ones. I know the 6 and 6.1 are really, really good boards, so I'm pretty sure this will be the same, if not a little bit better. This little motor here with these two little pipes going out, these go to the rear exhausts, and these are your smoke system. So it's like a little motor, it's a little pump, little element heats up, and it pumps out the little white smoke, which is pretty sweet. Now from the motherboard, you see all these wires running up here. Now you have your rotation motor, so that goes left and right up to 320 degrees. You have more wires going into your elevation motor, which is there, and also your BB unit as well. So that's going to shoot those little 6mm BBs out when you push the button on the controller. You have a couple more wires here. This one goes to the front headlamp, and this one goes to your machine gun, so when you push the button it'll activate little LEDs that's going on and off. But that's pretty simple. What I also noticed on this tank is, have a look at the metal tracks. I love metal tracks. I believe tanks should have a little bit of weight to them. That's why when I get these, I want them to, you know, have the metal upgrades, because you always want to have an adjustable idler, or at least a metal idler and metal drive wheels, because you'll munch them out pretty quick, smart. But there we go. I also noticed that the suspension arms, they are all metal as well, so that is really nice. So you can see the interweave pattern of the road wheels, so that was synonymous on the Tiger 1 and the Tiger 2. Really complicated design in muddy terrain. Used to get mud all in there, and that was an issue for the crew, because, you know, to get one of the wheels out to get this wheel, you need to get this one off, and then you can take that one off. So as you can see, pretty complicated, typical awesome German engineering, kind of over the top, especially back then. And then you get the Russians coming out with simple T-34. I think they could make 5 T-34s, and when they could only, as they could make one Tiger 1 from memory. I don't know. Someone down below let me know, but pretty sure that was some of the specs I heard. So there we go there. So that's inside of your tank. Pretty simple stuff. Not torsion bar suspension like the Tamiya's, but it still works. And hopefully you should be, I'm not too sure if you can adjust these, but that's it. So there's this is for the idler gear. I'm not too sure if you can adjust. I've got to double check that, but the slack seems to be pretty good. Really nice. I love it. You can also weather that up, obviously. I might do that in due time. I have had some, when I first started this channel, I did weathering videos for tanks. That's what got me into this channel initially. So I had a Tiger 2 as well, Tiger 1, and had a few other tanks as well, but kind of got out and then I got back in. So I want to get back into it as well. So that's it. Let me put the body on and put some of these accessories on, and then we can turn it on and show you how it looks. Yep, you can change the track tension, which is good. I was just double checking that, because if it's too loose, the tracks will walk off. If it's too tight, it causes a lot of binding issues. So you take off the rear idler and you can adjust it, which is excellent. Also, I forgot to mention that the barrel is aluminium, and check out this. So this is your IR blaster, or IR setup, and it's got like a little metal plate in there, and the magnetic just sits on there. Sweet. And you lift up this little hatch and you plug it in. There you go. And in this hatch you actually pour your little ball bearings in there, and you are locked and loaded. So let me get some of these accessories. I'm not going to put everything on, because I like kind of like a plain kind of looking tank. I like it when they just kind of roll it off the production line, kind of rushing to get it out. And because that was even like they had it in their red primer color. I love that kind of look where it's just bare bones. But I'll put some of the things on so it doesn't look too bad, and let's have a look. Okay guys, there we go. The only thing I haven't put on is the insignia, because I'm not too sure if I want to repaint it or leave it like this. But all the accessories are on, as you can see. They are just a press fit, and they are nice. It's like a friction fit. Once it's in there, it doesn't really come out at all. But as you can see, what I do like about this particular one is the tracks you can have hanging, and that's what these are, these plastic tracks. You put them together and you can hang them on the side, just like the real thing, but I'm not going to do that as yet. But I do like the fact that you can just put the brackets on like that. I wish they had the same for the tow ropes on the side, but that's fine, because they actually do look good, and they've painted them nice. It's not all just one colour, as you can see with the shovel as well. So they've painted the end the same colour as a camo. You got like a metal look for the shovel head itself, and then timber on the handle, same as a hammer, and all that kind of stuff. The machine gun's up here, and that swivels as well like that. Rotate it around. Cable cutters, I'm not too sure. I don't know what they were. If they were cutters of some sort, they are all like painted individually. Fire extinguisher. Got to put on these like little handles. You got the jack underneath there, and that's a metal bracket you screw into, so that's not going to fall out at all. Turn it around as well. And I'll put this on here. We just want to show you as well. That is the rear mud flap, so you can push them into these holes. Push them in, and it just sits in just like that. But I like them without it. I think it looks cool without the mud flaps. And like I said, see how good this friction fit is. Just keeps, it'll come out eventually. There we go. So it's not really going to come out on its own. but there we go. Check out the rear end of that. That is a nice rear end, that's for sure. Spin it back around this side. There's your axe and your machine gun. You push that in there and it rotates like that as well. So it's actually come a really long way. And also it's got some really just nice details on the model itself. There's your aluminium barrel, and you can see it's not just like a smooth finish, that's the raw end of the steel itself, the massive thick plating, and up here as well, because that's how they kind of, it was like a jigsaw front glacier panel, I believe, or the front panel of the tank here. It's just huge. Look at the thickness, so you can see it's all kind of textured, so it kind of looks like the real thing, not just smooth. So really nice. So you can get this, and so you can buy a Tamiya, which costs 5 times as much, or you can get this, mod it if you want, and weather it and make it look even better, like weather these tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, wow, I do believe I think it looks really good. So I think we get the battery in, we pour the smoke fluid into one of these exhausts, get the battery in there, and we'll show you some of the functions. Now to get the BBs in here, I believe let's get this little machine gun up. You can actually move this whole guard, lift that up and pour them down in there. So get some BBs up in there, get everything sorted, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, plug it all in. There's a little flashing light at the front of the tank there. Now this board is really good. Now the 7.0 is awesome. The 6 was good as well, but I found that this one's really good. The only downside, it has 2 sound sets I've noticed, but it's got one relevant to this particular tank. So to turn it on, you click this button here, and it sounds really good, to be honest. Really, really nice. Considering how they used to sound, it's like night and day. Good thing about it, you can also turn the volume up, so you push these little, you can hear it there. It sounds really good. Now in this particular tank, all the controls are on the left stick, on the right stick, and a really fine detail. As you can see, really, really fine. That's awesome. Pivot turns, you can just push like that. And right, obviously, you can hear how loud it is. Awesome. You got like a smoke set up here, and all these other functions there's like a huge list here that you can go through. Now I'll bring it around, I'll show you you can also change the front light as well. So if you don't want the front light on or anything like that, you got these little combos. So you push this button, you can see the front light go off, push it again, and if you push it down and if you had a rear light, it'll do the same thing. So sweet. You can also adjust the fine-tuning of the tracks, forward and backwards and left and right as well. It has a high speed mode as well, but for this particular tank I just want it nice and slow. But I just want to show you how slow we can go. I'm really impressed with that sound setup actually, and it doesn't sound like you get those sound sets that sound like they keep repeating, so you can hear the loop, but this one sounds awesome. Flat out. And let's hear the turret sound. So the turret, all the turret functions and the elevation is on this one. So if you push up, it'll raise, push down, raise and lower, and the turret left and right. It sounds awesome, to be honest. And if you want to shoot the front machine gun, the button up here, you'll see a little light come up there. Really nice sounds too. And the most important thing, let's shoot it this way. If you want to shoot the cannon, hold this one down and that one, and watch. Little ball bearings, little BBs are flying around the garage. And this one is quite powerful. It actually gives you a little bit of a sting. I like it. It's actually quite nice. But I've said it, and I'm going to say it again. I'm really impressed with this sound set. Turn it, like I said, turn it down from the controller. And what I noticed as well, the gearboxes are so much more quieter. And even like the smoke system at the back, you push that by this little button here. And the good thing about it, it's fully proportional as well. Haven't filled it up with smoke oil, but I've noticed that it is proportional. So when you actually give it throttle, the little motor in the smoke pump will increase, so it's like proportional. But yeah, very quiet. Everything's really quiet. Considering how they used to be, obviously that's the clanking of the tracks. But even that smoke like motor, I'll turn it on now. In the old ones you'd be able to hear it from a mile away. That's actually on now. So considering that's like night and day. Really, really nice. But what do you guys think? Like I said, if you're interested, links down below. Just make sure if you're using this, you don't point that at anyone, and make sure if you've got kids where you wear glasses at least as another safety precaution, because they will definitely hurt. Alright guys, let me know what you think of the King Tiger from Henglong. This particular one I really do like. Links are down below if you want to go check it out. I love how it's got the drive wheels, the idler, and you can adjust it. Full metal tracks. I love how everything's just quieter. Even the little smoke setup or the smoke pump is so much quieter. Even the gearboxes as well. This particular one has steel gears, nice black steel gears, so it should be good for longevity. Aluminium barrel, but really nice details. Especially like how these are a little separately applied, so you don't need to actually have holes where you don't want like tracks hung on the side of the turret. So that's really cool. Good price. Like I said, links are down below if you want to go check it out. But let me know if you want to see other videos on this. Can't really take it out so much because of some restrictions at the moment, but hopefully when everything gets back to normal, we should do some more running videos. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy days, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe. Cheers guys.